Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. I hope everybody is having a great day or a great night, wherever you guys are in this great world. So right now, currently we are at about a 1.68% of an increase in the entire crypto market cap. Currently, I don't know if these are fully updated. Let me refresh. There we go. So they were currently right now, Bitcoin sitting at about 32 point almost 5K. Nothing too crazy on that. Most alts and everything else is really not moving too much. If we come down here, we could see Hedera Hashgraph is still sitting at number 49. Still sitting on that 17-cent zone overall, kind of in between that 16 to 18-cent support zone. Nothing too crazy happening with that nonetheless. But I do have some exciting news to really kind of talk to you guys about, as well as kind of some call for concern, if you will. So first and foremost, we've been talking about some GC members being possibly released or announced, I should say, by Hedera Hashgraph. Now, I just want to ask right now, who do you think is the next GC member for Hedera? I personally believe that I would have to say Volvo Cars or even Microsoft. These two have been coming up in a lot of questions or even connections, I should say. And I think that Microsoft could definitely be one, especially with the connections with MTech and a few other things. So I am very excited to see who is going to be announced. We are marching into the end of July. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see an announcement very soon from Hedera. Now, I do want to share with you guys a little bit about this. So, this is Leemon actually talking about CBDCs. Did he leak some major information here? Let's listen in.
I forgot which of the GitHubs it is. Go to Hedera.com.
We'll find it. We'll put it in the show notes. Don't worry about it.
Okay, do that.
There's also a lot of comments about CBDCs. This is a hot topic right now. I think we're going to see a whole lot more. I'd love to hear your thoughts on where you see CBDCs going.
I think it's real. And there was a time when I wondered, are governments going to be too afraid of what's new to not do it? And I'm no longer worried about that. You're seeing small countries saying we're going to do CBDCs right away. You're seeing medium-sized countries looking at CBDCs. You're seeing really big countries doing it. China's interested in this sort of thing. The US Congress is talking about this sort of thing. I think we're seeing CBDCs being something real. And some of them will be a token on an entirely private network with lots of bridges to other networks. Some of them will be on things like our AppNet, where it's a private network, but it has Hedera for the consensus. Some of them will be done just on a network, like using the tokens on Hedera as a CBDC. There's many different ways of doing it, but it's not worth doing unless you're interoperable with the world. And so they'll definitely make it interoperable with the world. And Hedera will be playing a part of it. So either it's a token on Hedera, or it's an AppNet with Hedera, or it's a private network that has bridges to Hedera, or a private network that bridges to other networks but uses Hedera's AppNets as the bridge, all sorts of different permutations. The countries of the world are trying to figure out how best to do it. And it's an open question what they will come up with. If you are a voter in some country on this planet, please vote. But I think it's going to happen. At this point, I think it will happen widespread around the world. It's just a question of exactly what it ends up looking like. And so vote, tell your representatives.
Did you sort of just say that some of these countries are working with Hedera to do CBDCs?
I did not say those words.
Okay,
Absolutely not.
Okay. Just trying to clarify. Okay.
So we talk to lots of people, but of course we can't talk about what we're talking about.
Of course.
So
Right.
I'm
of course.
sorry for that.
So, I don't know. It kind of sounds like he did leak it, but this is actually very interesting to really see. Me personally, I do think that this is very bullish news. I've been talking about how Hedera Hashgraph is one of the best choices for CBDCs. Now, of course, he does confirm the idea that not all CBDCs will be moving towards one specific, cryptocurrency, like, for example, Hedera Hashgraph, which is why I am, spread out on a lot of my utility tokens that I do hold. For example, XRP, QNT, AOBT, HBAR, of course, VXV. Now, a lot of those utility tokens aren't, supporting, for example, CBDCs, but we do know that XRP has a lot of talks behind it for them, and so does HBAR and a few other assets. So I'm very excited to see what comes out of this. I do think that he might have possibly leaked some of that information. Obviously, who knows? But I think that this is very interesting to kind of read into and really look at. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about a few other things regarding this as well. So we actually see this is talking about the price by November. Now, by November, I think that we are well on our way to about $2 to $3. Who knows? That's just me personally, because I think FOMO will happen once we do get over the all-time high going into price discovery. I think that that will be massive. Now, we do see here. It'll still be in the 20s. This coin is trash. I'm getting out as soon as it hits my entry of 23 cents. I honestly don't understand why people even mention things like this. Like, if you're going to sell the asset because you obviously are impatient to hold it, that's totally fine. Like, we've already done a 10x this year alone. And yeah, sure, the price action hasn't been that great, and we've been in pretty much a consolidation pattern for about almost 130 days. But you got to remember that the longer the consolidation on an asset like HBAR, which has a ton of potential behind it, you guys already know it if you did the research and you listened to some of my past videos. When the consolidation is, going at this long of a, pace, we know that the price action that pretty much leads after it is going to be absolutely incredible. Now, we also cannot talk about the price of HBAR, by itself, because most assets in this space are not doing incredible movements either. Even if we go to the 24-hour and we look at what is moving up the most. Yeah, sure, AXS is doing incredible things, almost up 30%. But everything else is not doing that great. Even TEL. TEL was at 6 cents this year, and now it's at, almost, 1.6, if you will, cents. A lot of assets aren't doing that great either, and we can't compare it to something like HBAR because no other asset is doing parabolic pushes up or anything, because the entire crypto market is still at a standstill. There hasn't been any major movement in the market, so we cannot compare HBAR's price to anything else, and we can't just say, oh, well, it's a trash coin because it can't get above the 20-cent zone. What do you expect to happen? Do you think that we are going to jump to $1 tomorrow just because of, how great the project is? Absolutely not. No project does that. If that was the case, people would be making millions of dollars every single day in crypto. It just does not happen like that. Patience is a virtue in this game, and I'm telling you, a lot of people just don't have it, and a lot of those individuals, I hate to say it, will lose and miss out on life-changing opportunities like HBAR. Now, we also see over here, coolest feature of NFTs is that the artist that issued an NFT can not only sell it, but also earn royalty fees from follow-in trades. Hedera's HIP custom fee model with built-in perpetual royalties without a need for smart contracts will become another game changer. And I do completely agree with this. Now, this is also talking about this here. We see rights hash by a core co uses non-fungible tokens, NFTs, on Hedera to represent and manage an individual's rights, including consent to action as discrete, unique, and traceable digital assets. How great is that? That is a massive use case. Just another one that unlocks a bunch of value for Hedera Hashgraph. Now, of course, a lot of these project initiatives or innovations that we do see aren't fully live just yet. But when all of these projects that we see being built on Hedera Hashgraph do go live, and a lot of these people that are complaining that the price action just sucks for a Hedera Hashgraph, or Hedera Hashgraph is a another trash coin, whatever, a lot of those individuals will be buying our bags that we accumulated at these cheap prices, at these massive prices of $1 plus. And I strongly believe in that, and I'm totally firm on that idea as well. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. And the reason why I say that is because once all these projects are live, once all these, massive innovations are fully live and transacting over the network, doing, who knows, 1 billion transactions a week. The possibilities are endless once, sharding's in place. So a lot of value is still yet to be unlocked by Hedera Hashgraph, and I think that this is only the beginning. And as, Christian Hasker is saying himself, this is another game-changing application from the amazing team at Core Co, proving when consent was given revoked for clinical trials has been very challenging and expensive. That's just one use case for rights hash. Hedera is already in its own category as far as real use cases, solving real problems. Not many people recognize that today. In a year, it will be widely recognized as it will be undeniable. And isn't that great to see? First off, if you guys don't know what a core is, they are basically a healthcare technology firm. And this is great because also, this is a massive use case when we talk about how much money it is going to save a lot of these major healthcare organizations and businesses and even companies. This is a major space to be, included in. I think Hedera Hashgraph is one of those projects that we will look back at in, say for so a year, 2 years, 3 years, as long as you guys are holding it. You're going to look back and say, wow, I can't believe we were given this life-changing opportunity, and a lot of people still were not appreciative of it. A lot of people just are not grateful for the opportunities that pretty much are just in front of their faces, telling you guys, listen, this is life-changing, assets, technology. And you know what? That's totally fine with me, because not everyone will win in this game. And I've mentioned that multiple times on this channel, on my Twitter, in my Discord. Not everyone is a legend. Legends will be made from Hedera Hashgraph. And I'm telling you guys that right now. It's the truth. And if you guys do see it, comment down below if you guys do. And also like this video if you guys do like HBAR and Hedera Hashgraph. Again, guys, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night. Wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. There will be a lot more content being uploaded on this channel. I hope that you guys are enjoying it lately. I've been on the grind. I've been killing it. I hope that you guys all see it, and I hope that you guys all appreciate it as well. But nonetheless, peace out, guys.